Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we have a brand new hero collector for you, and for all you Adventure Time fans out there, that is right, it is Adventure Time Heroes in a turn-based RPG format. Been playing this game over the last couple days, been having a lot of fun, so we're going to dive into a little bit of the game, and I'll explain that a little bit later, but there's so much to go into. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest in mobile gaming, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So first I want to say, for those of you who subscribe to the channel to see some of the newer mobile games that are coming out, I apologize it's taken so long to get a new game out. It's just there's been a lot to do, and I've been trying to catch up, and I'm finally to a point where I've caught up, and there's a bunch of new games coming out that you can look forward to seeing videos on. This one here, Adventure Time. One thing I will tell you is there is a lot in this game, and in this video we are going to just barely scratch the surface of what you can do in this game. So let me know if you want to see more videos, more content about this game. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like, let me know in the comment section below, because there is a lot to go in here. What are we going to go over today? We're going to specifically go over character progression, we're going to take a look at game modes, and then we're going to take a look at some actual combat, some gameplay. Now the story is pretty cool. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but the story is pretty cool. And for those of you who are familiar with Adventure Time, it's the same type of storytelling and corniness and everything that you're used to, and twists and things like that. So it is pretty cool. And you know what? This is one where I'm not overly familiar with it. I do know what it is, and I've seen it here and there, but not something I've watched religiously. And I think, from my perspective, I think that this is a game that will pique the interest of fans, but then I also think it's a good game for people who are new to the IP as well, because you don't need to really know anything about it. The story starts off well, it takes you through the game and everything like that. There's a lot to do in this game, like I was saying before, that isn't covered in a tutorial, which could make a completely different video. But it's fun, and it's a familiar format for those of you who like the turn-based RPG. All right, so with all that behind, there's so much that we could talk about. But with that behind us, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at some of the characters. I'll show you the team that I currently have right now. It's these four. This is one of those games where you are going to be doing orb summonings and things like that and using those characters for fodder. You can gain experience through for your characters here through using other characters to boost your experience, but also going through the campaign as well. And there's a multiple number of ways that you can upgrade your character. So first, let's just go ahead and take a look at these characters. So I have Finn here. I have this knight here. And then we can actually click on him and go to this mode, and I can spin him around if you want to kind of take a look at the animations, but pretty cool. Here is this one. This is the newest one I got, this epic skeleton here. And then I have this guy right here. I've really been focusing on my main team to progress in the story. How does character progression work in this game? So you have, again, so many different ways. So you have leveling. So you go into upgrade, you have leveling, which uses these little orbs up here at the top, these different colored orbs. Those are, so you have might, aura, abyss, and essence, if you look at it from left to right, and each one of those gives experience, but it gives more experience if you are giving it to, like, might gives more experience to a might character than it would to an aura character. So go in here, you level. You can also rank up. Rank is your star level. You can also upgrade your skills here. You use cakes. It says use cakes to upgrade a hero's skill, so you do that as well. And then you limit break. What limit break does is, as you can see, I've got him at a 4-star, and I limit broke him to get that one purple star, and then you can go ahead and do that to fill up all the stars. Now you do go from 1-star to 6-star in this game, so your limit break can go from a 1-star to a 6-star limit break. And in order to do this, you have to use this type of these materials. I was going to say currency, but these materials here tells you what you need exactly, and there's dungeons that you can farm them in. Now, this game here, let's actually go back, go into Codex and take a look at some of these. Here are some of the characters Here's some legendary characters here. Take a look at some of these. Head Clown Nurse, Pan. There's Banana Man. Meow. Goes down into some of the epics, but there is a number of characters in this game already, and from what I understand, there's upwards of 200 characters that are in this game. These are some funky designs. Look at that. That's that's Syrup Guard right there. All right, so there are so many. As you can see, you got legendary, epic, rares, commons, and uncommons, and you got these different. I'm not sure what these are exactly. They're different categories or whatever. If it says new, it means that you've unlocked that one at some point in time. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have them in your roster. Here's some other characters in here. Let's take a look at this one right here. This Box Prince is pretty interesting. Pretty cool attacks too. You can also see the attacks down here and what they can do, which is great. So you can spend some time in here looking at the different characters and looking at what they can do, which is pretty cool. But there's really no way to farm them. You farm them out of orbs through orb summonings. All right, so there are the characters. You can go through the upgrades. You also have trinkets, which is kind of like armor, and each one of them has different stats. And if you collect 2 of any one specific kind, it gives you a boost. So as you can see, this one right here. So this is a speed set, and 2 set gives plus 12 speed. You can see right there, right above the upgrade. There's also this one right here, defense set. 2 gives you plus 15 defense. The boots, these boots here gives me defense 63. Now this is one of those games where you could have different stats on these. So like for boots here, you may want to go for speed, or you may want to go for hit points, or whatever is available on these. I'm about 5 days into this, so there's just different variants here. Like this one here, you got this life shield here. There's 12 defense there. Gauntlets that give HP. There's gauntlets here that give crit damage. Here's gauntlets that give defense. So it really kind of depends on how you want to customize your characters and what you need in the game and how you like to play. And then you have expertisms. And these expertisms, if I can hit the button, it's kind of like a skill tree. So you have physical, you have damage, and you have magic. So in physical here, you use these ledgers up here. Currently, I have this unlocked, which is deflect, which gives me plus 48 defense. Once you have one of those unlocked, you can go down to the next tier. This one allows me to unlock these ones. I think if I want this one unlocked here, I need to have something in this one right here, this Heart of Honor that gives me XP. But as you can see, I only have those 3 over there on the right unlocked. So I'll go ahead and work my way down, whatever's going to work best for me, right? So you have those. So there's multiple ways to progress your character in this game. You're never really bored. I mean, you got to farm. This is a farming game. You are going to be, if you want to rank up a 2-star to a 3-star, then you need to max out your 2-star that you want to rank up. Then you need 2 2-stars to merge to create that 3-star. Then if you want to make a 3-star or 4-star, you need 3 3-stars to make a 4 4-star. So you get it, right? So there's a lot of farming involved. There's a lot of merging and leveling and things like that involved. It's a fun game. I've really enjoyed it. It's not one that you're going to jump into and speed to the end right away. It definitely is going to take some time and some grinding. And for those of you who like those types of games, like the story mode, and like to kind of mix and match and really make your character unique to you in your playstyle, I think you'll like this. All right, so that's character and character progression. Let's take a look at a couple different game modes. So if I go into battles here, you have arena, you have clan boss, which is pretty cool once you join a clan. And then you get a lot of nice rewards from arena and clan boss. So if you start this game, you want to get into a clan. So there is that there. If we go into start adventure here, this is where you get into your campaign mode, but then you also have dungeons available right up here. You can go ahead and this is where you get your materials for leveling up and gearing up and ranking up. So you've got your Abyss, Essence, Aura, and your Might. The Expertism Dungeon, that's where you get those ledgers, accessories. Shadow Demon Dungeon, that's where you get special trinkets for your heroes. Rattle Balls. Down here, this is the one, this Guardian Angel one is where you're going to be farming a lot of these first level items to rank up or to limit break the first time, you need these gray ones. And then you're going to go into the individual ones. So if I go into might, then you have them right up there, the orange ones. The limit break rings is what they're called. All right, so there's that. There's the different dungeons that you can have. And from what I understand and from what I've seen, these are open every single day. They're not open on specific days, so you can farm whatever you want, whenever you want, so that you have something to do and that you can continually progress your characters. So those are the different game modes. I don't think I'm missing a game mode. There's also daily quests, there's weekly quests, there's monthly quests to do in the game. So there's always something to be working towards. All right, so let's go ahead and this is the map. I just made it to this desert type region down here, but I'm going to go up here. There we go. Found the one that I wanted to do. All right, so here we have a chance for orbs. We have a chance for this 3-star rare drop. So we're going to go ahead and jump into battle. You go in there. There's your team. Let me throw this guy in there. Now, you have these instant battles. You have 30. You have 30 every single day. They do reset every day. And what they do is it's kind of like a sim, but there's this. When we do it, okay, we'll do it like this. So we'll use an instant battle. There you go. It's calculating the battle results. What that means is as long as your characters could normally get through this battle, then you're going to come out with a victory. But if you put low-level characters in here and try and sim it, you're going to get defeated. So you at least need characters that could normally complete that battle. All right. So to 3-star it, all you got to do is click on that eye. So you need to clear the stage without losing a hero. And every single one of them so far has said clear the stage with 2 or fewer heroes in less than 10 minutes. Now, you're going to get to a point in the game where you're not going to be completing these with just 2 heroes until you get those heroes built up a little bit more. So not doing that on this round here. But let's go ahead. Well, I did do that, actually. But I want to show you all these characters here. This full team that I have. And I got to take it off auto. So we do have an auto right here. We also have a ×2 mode. It's not super fast. You can hold down right here to see what this does. So this is kind of a cool ability here. So places a reflect damage 10% buff on all allies for 2 turns. And then attacks the enemy. So it does the buff first and then it attacks. There we go. You can see the buff down there at the bottom. This right here, look at this. Place a continuous heal buff on an ally for 1 turn if they take a critical hit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use that on this guy. This guy tends to go down first, this skeleton here. Oh, no, sorry. You know what? That's his passive. Sorry. That's his passive. See, I'm still learning here too. So we're going to go ahead and use this ability. This one's cool. So attacks an enemy, resets current skill cooldown if the enemy is killed. Hopefully we kill the enemy. We do. So now I have that. It's automatically reset on the cooldown. So, all right. And they instinctively go for the weaker character that you have. Let's see. Has a 50% chance to place Hex debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Let's see what that does. Boom. It doesn't look like it did anything. I don't see the debuffs on there. Let's do this ability here. This one here calls in allies. I think it's cool. Let's do it over here. All right. So let's just go ahead and battle now. Now this one here, you click the ability, then you click the enemy. So you got to be careful of that. I sometimes get it backwards. And every single campaign, every single battle is 3 rounds that I've seen so far. And you can click the enemy or you can click their health bar up top. All right, let's go ahead and use this. See if it's enough to take this guy out over here. And it is. Nice damage. And some of these enemies, some of the boss enemies and things like that, especially the clan bosses, get huge. This attack right here is pretty cool too. So attacks an enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 50% chance to place a stun debuff. Took him out in 1 turn. So once we're done with this, we'll jump into Arena. I'll show you Arena real quick, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the video. And like I said, we're just barely scratching the surface of what you can do in here. There's so much detail going into the character progression and Arena and what that gives you, the clan bosses and all that stuff. But this gives you a really good high-level overview of what the game is about and what you can expect if you jump into the game. Now, one thing I will say, this game is in soft launch right now, so it's not available everywhere. I downloaded it from the Philippines store. There we go. So we got an orb and some experience and everything. And you can go ahead and hit replay. You can edit your team if you want to change things up. We're gonna go straight. We're gonna go straight out. All right. One last thing. I think I have one orb, so we'll go ahead and do an orb really quick. Let me check the store, the marketplace here, see if there's any orbs in there. There's not right now. Now with the summonings, you need the orb, and then you also need gold in order to summon. So one orb, you can see, is 500 gold, and as you work your way down, if you want to see kind of what the rates are, so ruby orbs, more often than not, are going to give you common, but I do get a fair amount of uncommon. I've opened probably 200 orbs by now or more, and I've never received a rare yet. I've so far used one topaz orb. I've opened that up, and I did get an epic out of that one. That's where I got the epic skeleton from. And as you can see, you don't get any abyss characters from any of these other than the amethyst orb. And the amethyst orb, same with the topaz orb, you're going to get mostly rares with an opportunity to get some epics, and very, very, very small chance that you're going to get a legendary. With diamond, you're going to either get an epic or a slight chance of getting a legendary there. So those are the drop rates or the summoning rates that we're looking at right now. I'll show you the summoning animation really quick. There's Magic Man. And we got a common. That portal in the background changes. Common is this white. Uncommon is green. Epic was actually, I thought epic would be purple, but it's more like this goldish color. All right, everybody, that's what I had for you. We're going to leave the character screen up right here. That's what I had for you today. Just a quick overview of this game. Adventure Time Heroes. Again, it is in soft launch in a few areas. One thing before we go, hit the if you download this, you hit this cog up here, and you can join the Discord right away. There is a Discord for this. A lot of people in there that are very, very helpful. Nice tips, some FAQs in there. They do have a plan for releasing in more areas, but they have not communicated that yet. So looking forward to seeing when this will hit globally. But right now, you can get them in, I think there's Malaysia, Philippines, and a couple other areas there if you're interested. All right, everybody, like I said, if you're interested in seeing more videos on this, definitely hit the subscribe button, drop a like, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button. Share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. All right, everybody, take care, and we'll talk to you next time.